Hey, y'all, give me a second. Hey, y'all. It is so fucking sad. Cindy, yes, it's true about his daughter. His 13-year-old daughter, dude. I guess because my husband's been watching ESPN since he heard the news, and sorry, I just had to run up the stairs and get my cigarettes. Anyhow, my husband was watching the news. I went down to the store, got a couple things, and I get back and he's like, one of the passengers was his 13-year-old daughter and one of her teammates, and I guess she was having a game tonight. And I guess the other, I don't know who the fifth passenger is, but I guess her dad was on board too, or I wasn't sure if it was his dad, but her teammate, one of her teammates was with her. It is so sad. And I'll say this, even before I found out about the daughter, I was really sad. And I'm going to say this, like, celebrity deaths don't really affect me. And I'm not saying that I think it's funny or that, they deserve to die or anything. I'm just saying that it's sad, but it doesn't make me, like, have a sad day, I guess. Like, I feel sorry for their families and everything, but this made me sad today. And then to find out his little girl was with him, it's like there's a lump in my throat and I'm about to cry almost. Like, this shit is sad. Losing a basketball legend and he's only 41, that's terribly tragic. But then his little girl, God, imagine his wife right now. I can't. Rick Fox was not on board. Okay. Let me read the comments, guys. It is so sad, dude. Because my husband watches the games, and he'd been bringing her to Lakers games lately because she likes basketball. And he'd been sitting courtside with her, showing her different tips and giving her, the rundown of the game. It is so sad. I cannot imagine how his wife Vanessa is. Yeah, exactly. They just had a baby in June. They have a baby that's a couple months old, like 5, 6 months old. That'll never know her dad. Yep. LeBron just broke Kobe's record last night, and the last tweets and Instagram post of Kobe's was a picture of him and LeBron and him congratulating him, like basically saying, way to pave the way, congratulations. He was going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame this year too. I mean, he is inducted, but he hasn't, he wasn't able to go get his trophy and stuff and to the ceremony. But I mean, all of that, like, now that I found out about the daughter, all the sports shit goes out the window. Like, this is a massive tragedy. That is so sad. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Did he misfit Jenny? Baby Capri, yeah. Oh, God, it's so sad. Really is. He got in a helicopter crash. Oh, Matt Bully. He was flying the helicopter. I guess he's always flown. I think I heard that before. Because he doesn't live in Los Angeles. He lives in Orange County. He lived down in Newport Beach or Laguna Beach. One of those rich, nice areas in Orange County. And he would fly his helicopter up for games to the Staples Center. And, like, people would joke about it. I remember that. Yeah, so he was flying his daughter. I don't know if it was to a basketball game tonight for her and her friend to watch, or for her and her teammate, he was giving them a flight to the game, like that they were going to play at or something. I'm not really positive on that, but I know her, like, classmate, teammate was on there too, I guess. That's what my husband said. I can't imagine what his wife is going through right now. Oh, okay, Cindy. And the teammate's father. But I don't think they've... Who's the fifth person, I wonder? Right, Glamma. Someone said the girls were going to basketball camp, not confirmed, though. That makes sense, simply, Samantha, because that's kind of what the gist I got was, too. And you know what? I woke up at like 5 o'clock this morning, and I try to sleep in on Sundays, because usually my kids are at my in-laws, right? And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to take a little hour power nap. And I laid down at about 10 o'clock or 10:30, and my husband woke me up, and then 5 minutes later, my father-in-law called him, and he's like, oh my God, Kobe Bryant died. And I was like, what? And ESPN was not covering it yet. It was really weird. I'm like, are you sure this is for real? Are you sure this isn't some kind of evil hoax? Yes, Brian, she died as well. No, only one, Treasure Bass, only one of his daughters was there. Hey, Nicole. Only one of his daughters was on board. The fifth is the pilot? I thought he was flying. Or maybe he wasn't. I don't know. No, it wasn't only Kobe and Gianna. It was... Sorry about that, guys. Someone called me. Hold on a minute. Let me go do something really quick. A backup pilot, maybe? Yeah. A fire started on board of some kind. But anyways, I was like, is this a joke? Is this a cruel, like, hoax or something? And because no, like ESPN, none of the stations were covering it. I looked online, and I think only TMZ had it. And then I looked on YouTube, and Molly Golightly was live with it, and some other YouTuber, and I'm like, I don't know about all that. I don't know if, like, she has the sources or whatever, but, whatever. And then, like, 10 minutes later, it was everywhere. It was on ESPN and everything. It is so depressing. Mary, it was depressing when it was just Kobe. But now finding out that his little girl was on board too, it's like, oh my God, this is so sad. Treasure Bass, they confirmed that Rick Fox was not on board. Yep, Mary. Yep. Hey, Kelly S. And by the way, hi everybody. I didn't go down the line. I just started talking. Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't only the two of them. It was 5 people on board. It was Kobe, his daughter's teammate, another little girl. So there was two little girls and two dads and another person. It's so sad. So, so sad. It's just too much. And like I was saying before, celebrity deaths don't really make me, they don't really get to me. I'm sad for them, and you know what I mean. I feel it in my heart, but I don't. It doesn't affect my day. But this is like finding out about Kobe Bryant like affected my day. It made me really sad, and then and I was thinking about all his accolades and all the things he's done, and how his record was broke last night by LeBron, and then I was thinking about how he's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Well, he is inducted, but he didn't get to go to the ceremony. But then I find out his daughter was on board, and that all that went out the window. I wish celebrities would stay off these helicopters and small planes. Because they're really I don't feel like they're safe. Because when celebrities die, it's almost always either a small plane crash or an OD or something, or like a bus crash because they travel in crazy weather to get where they're going. And you know what I mean? Like a lot of legends have died that way. It is absolutely heartbreaking. So young. I know my husband was talking about how Kobe's our age, you know what I mean? My husband's 42, I'm 41, Kobe's 41. And we grew up watching Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan. And the kids of today look at Kobe like Magic and Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I grew up watching people like that. Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying, girl? See? Bruce Hebert, I'm not going to play your games today. How about that? Be nice. I know, right, Kit Kat? It is so fucking sad. Smoking a cigarette, Bruce. Exactly, Misfit Jenny. Exactly. Like making baskets in the trash can. Kobe, you know? I'd have a cat named after Kobe Bryant. I took a picture of Kobe, my Kobe cat. And earlier when I first found out, I was going to make a thumbnail and rest in peace Kobe, and my cat literally looks sad in this picture, right? But then I was like, maybe that would be in bad taste, and then I found out about the daughter, and I was like, oh my god, no, that's not gonna happen. She was only 13 years old, dude. The only one, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Celebrities are more at risk to die in an air accident than the average person, because for one thing, they're in the air a lot, right? And they're always in these small planes and helicopters and stuff. And they'll fly in shitty ass weather to get where they're going. But that's not the case for today. I guess that a fire, like some freak accident type fire, happened in the engine or something. She was a beautiful little girl, Misfit Jenny. Beautiful little girl. Yeah, was that one of his daughter's names, Malaya? And then they had Italian names, and then Gianna passed away today, and then there was another one, and then baby Capri. Because he grew up in Italy. He was born in Italy. I'm serious, Mary. It happens to a lot. It does. I love that name, Capri, too. Oh, what was I gonna say? Hold on a second. I'm trying to catch up on the chat, guys. Oh no, it is Malaya or Malia Reynolds. Um, the screen is black because I'm not camming it. Yeah, it is. Malia. Okay, I'm sorry. It's fucking sad. And look at us all gathered in here. It's, I'm from LA. He's a Laker, right? But he wasn't just like, you know what I mean? He was a star. Just like when you think of Michael Jordan, you think of the Bulls, but you just think of basketball. With Magic Johnson, you think of the Lakers, but you think of basketball. They represent what basketball is. You know what I mean? I know Kit Kat, wasn't that awesome? And I was so glad. Hey, joy to the world. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, girl. I know, joy. I was really sad about Kobe, but then I went to the store and I came back and my husband's like, his little girl was on board. I was like, oh my God. Yes, Gianna died too, Mock. He was taking her and her little teammate, another little girl, and her dad. And I don't know, they haven't confirmed who the fifth passenger was, but some people are saying it was the pilot, that he actually wasn't flying. I feel so bad for his wife and his other kids, and his baby's never gonna know him. Baby Capri's like 6 or 7 months old. I thought he was the pilot too, Mary, because I was pretty sure he would fly here like on his own up from Orange County to the Staples Center in downtown LA when he used to play. I'm not positive though. Yeah, won't know her sister either. And that is fucking heartbreaking. Bianca is 3 years old? Okay. And the two older girls are 17 and then Gianna was 13, right? I forget what the oldest one's name is. They have beautiful names. I can't imagine. I know. Yes, it was his helicopter Kit Kat, yeah. But some people were saying that he might have had a pilot or something. Because you can have an aircraft of some kind and hire a pilot. Like, say you want to have guests on your helicopter or plane or whatever, and maybe he was doing that. Maybe he was like kind of showing them the sights, like, because it crashed in Calabasas, and I'm not sure if that's where they were gonna, where the game was or something, because Calabasas is where rich people live, like the Kardashians live out there and shit. It's like, I guess it would be northeast of like Hollywood, kind of like in the valley, and to the east of the valley. She had Joy. She had the baby. Baby Capri is like 6, 7 months old. 7 months old, I think. Natalia, Gigi, Bianca, and Capri, according to Google. Thank you, Samantha. Oh my God, Kit Kat, are you serious? Because the scene is like literally in the hills, and I don't think that there's really many houses by there. Because I looked at it earlier. I should open my laptop up. What a dummy I am. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you think of Charles Barkley, you think of Magic Johnson, you think of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. You think of their teams, and LeBron James too. But they're what, like, they represent what basketball is. It's like everybody's sad about this. And thank God Shaq made amends with him, because They were they were strung out on some petty bullshit on the court. You know what I mean? And it was nothing that big. And they since made amends, and thank God they did, because, as humans, we take time for granted. And we think, oh, I'll call him tomorrow. I'll call him tomorrow. You know what I mean? Outside the Staples Center? Okay. Because I was going to say, the scene is probably not even cleaned up yet, but it wouldn't surprise me, literally, if people were gathering there too. I'm fucking heartbroken too, Kit Kat. Like I said, I don't get that effect. I don't mean to sound like a cold, like ice queen over here, but I don't really get all that affected by certain celebrity deaths. I mean, most celebrity deaths. It's sad, and I feel bad for their family, but this one's got me like a lump in my throat. Like, I cried when I heard about the daughter, and I'm not a crier, and I just this one's fucked up. What? Honey, this chat's for adults. I can't have you in here. Could you get Gigi Wonder out, please? Sorry, this chat's not for kids, honey. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm just going to treat that person as if they're telling the truth, because you never know. And then on the other hand, it could be some sick troll, but But yeah, I can't believe this shit. So fucking sad. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. Hey, everybody coming in the chat right now. I know. Well, like, I don't know how to say your name, Prince. I'm just gonna call you Prince. Literally, like, she was the female version of her dad. That's what they're saying. Like, her other sister played volleyball, I think my husband said, and she was daddy's girl, and she played basketball, and he, like, I'll sit down with my husband while he's watching the game, because I don't watch basketball that closely, all that much, until maybe towards the end of the season and stuff. And she was sitting ringside with her daddy, and you could see him pointing and, you know, teaching her the ropes, breaking down the game for her. Yeah, the crash site was like in the middle of nowhere, thank God. They didn't crash like in a residential area, and this could have been even worse, but because Los Angeles is a really densely populated area. That's what I'm hearing, Prince, seriously. It is really sad. Welcome everybody to the chat. Thank you. You just heard right now, Kim? Kim, I was really upset when it was just Kobe, and I went down to my local store and got cigarettes and got some stuff, and I come back in the door, and my husband like meets me at the door. He's like, his little girl died with him. I was like, no, like, that shit made me cry. It's so fucking sad, dude. Jasmine, don't argue, okay? Please. Everybody's really sad right now. They're doing a press conference in 15 minutes? Okay. Well, Jasmine, no shit they could have drove. Now I went and read your comment. Of course they could have drove. But you know what I mean? Like, he's been flying a helicopter for years and years and years. And he was probably doing a cool thing for his daughter. You know, like she got to invite her teammate and his dad. Imagine how fun that was. And then this happened. You know, of course they could have drove, but why are you going to say some dumb shit like that? Don't say stuff like that. And I get it. Like celebrities do die in the air a lot. They do like fly. I don't like it. I don't like helicopters or small planes. Like I'll fly on a big old airplane all day long. And I'm not scared, but it just seems to be like a sad truth that these smaller aircrafts go down easier. Jennifer, I'm so sorry. I know his poor wife, Kim. I know. I can't, like, Vanessa must be so beside herself right now. Yeah, and you wouldn't be any, that's a good point, Mandy. You wouldn't be any less sad if it was a car crash. Thank you, Joy. You noticed it too. Okay. Because I want to be welcome to everybody, and everybody's upset right now, and they're processing what's going on. But you know what I mean? You have to, like, let's not say dumb shit like that. I feel terrible for his family. And I was talking about with the chat too, Jennifer Custer, that, you know, like that baby girl's never going to know her daddy. The 7-month-old daughter, never going to know her 13-year-old sister. And now it's just the baby, the 17-year-old, the 3-year-old, and the wife. Kit Kat. Exactly. It's like money doesn't keep you alive. Like it might buy like some of the best doctors medically and stuff like that, but freak accidents happen. And as far as happiness goes, yeah, money helps with paying the bills. It makes it less stressful, but shit like this turn your world upside down. You know what I mean? And I bet that the 17-year-old is really upset because it sounds like they had two groups of kids, you know what I mean? Like they had the 17-year-old, 13-year-old, and then they waited some years, and then they recently had babies, 3-year-old and a new baby. And that, you know, it's like her little sibling teammate, you know? Oh, Mandy, you're a sweetheart. Misfit Jenny, oh my god, I was thinking the same thing. Like, imagine the fear. Like, I'm sure that I was kind of wondering since, okay, they crashed in Calabasas, and the crash site is a very vacant hill. There's no houses on it, right? But there's houses all over Calabasas. And I'm wondering if the fire started and then he went to a vacated area and maybe tried to land it. You know what I mean? Because it was a fire that started and it sounded like got out of control. It wasn't like an explosion. So they knew for a little while that they were going down. Can you imagine that? Like how scary that would be. Oh my god. You know what, Jennifer Custer? I heard something like that. An eyewitness said they heard the boom, like something caught fire really quick. So it must have. Okay, so it happened fairly fast, within 5 minutes, I guess. I'm assuming. That is so fucking sad. I can't believe this. My husband's glued to ESPN right now. Glued to the TV. He's really bummed out. Yeah, that's true. It's a really sad day. He couldn't see what? Through the fog? Really? Yeah, it is kind of a gloomy day outside. This shit is so sad, dude. And finding out about the little girl, just, Kobe dies. We think about what a tragedy is, how young he is. We think about his accolades and what a legend he was, and then throw this in the mix, and it just turns into something so much more horrible. That's what I was thinking too, Misfit Jenny, that he must have tried to get over to an empty area. Because all throughout Calabasas, it'll be like strips of homes, and then there'll be vacant area. Because most of the homes in Calabasas have little ranch side backyards where they could have horses and shit. It's like for rich people, there's Beverly Hills and Bel Air, and then there's like Calabasas area if you want like a country rancho type home. So I don't know. Calabasas is a nice area. I can't believe that happened. I just put those two sentences together. They weren't like meant to be like, has nothing to do with the area. I'm just saying. But I am saying that like, LA is a really densely populated city, and that I'm glad the tragedy didn't get any bigger, like crashing on houses and stuff. I sound stupid right now. I'm sorry, guys. It it it, it does it makes it worse, Mandy, in my opinion. Love you, Jennifer. Yeah, she does. Mary and the Kardashians do, and a lot of other celebrities live out there. There's like hidden hills in Calabasas for the country rich people area, and then the other cities are like really a lot of houses and stuff. Yeah, exactly, Kit Kat. Exactly. I know, Miss. It is so fucking sad. Sugar-free mints. I guess that there was a fire, like something blew. I guess an eyewitness heard and saw smoke and heard a boom, like a couple minutes before they crashed. I don't know if that's just hearsay or not. And then, hey Bridget, and then a fire started on board. So I think that he kind of maybe, like I was just saying about Calabasas, how it is, like there'll be groups of homes and then there'll be like nothingness. So maybe he started flying towards the open hillside and tried to land it, maybe. I don't know, because he crashed in a country like area. Yeah, the Santa Monica Mountains, Calabasas, yeah. Hi, Amzie. Amzie, when my okay, so I took a nap this morning. I woke up really early, and my husband was trying to wake me up. He woke me up, and then like 5 minutes later, my father-in-law calls him, and he's like, "Kobe's dead. Kobe Bryant's dead." And I look online. I'm not seeing anything on YouTube. He turns on ESPN. There's nothing on ESPN. I'm like, is this a evil hoax or something? I was thinking the same shit. Bye, Mandy. I love you. Right, Amzie. And I woke up at like close to 11. Or wait, like 11:15 probably. Somewhere in there. Hmm. Oh my God. Bridget, I didn't think of that. Tonight is the Grammys, huh? I know. Yeah, it took a minute to verify because it was on ESPN, and then I turned on my phone and everybody was up with YouTube. It's so fucking sad, dude. Are you serious, Mary? I'm sorry. I can hear the. Why are there choppers out? I wonder if something's happening at LAX. Hold on a second, guys. Never mind. I think that's a cop chopper. I think that's the ghetto bird. Not sure. Because whenever something goes on at LAX, they can't be directly over LAX. They have to be over the surrounding cities, like they can't be in the no-fly zone. So I was just wondering if like that wouldn't have anything to do with that. You know what I mean? I think it's the cops. I can't tell. They're too far away. Bridget, I was thinking the same thing because the way Calabasas is like There'll be a bunch of houses, but they're kind of spread out a little bit. Like they have little rancho style backyards. We can have horses and shit. And then there'll be like open fields. If he would have been over somewhere in downtown LA or over Beverly Hills, or, it would have been like really bad. There would have been a lot more people. He lived in Orange County, Kim. He didn't live in Los Angeles. He lived in Orange County down in, I believe, Newport Beach. It might have been Laguna Beach, but one of those rich beach cities in Orange County he lived in. And I guess he would always fly up. Oh, now I hear sirens. Yeah, that's definitely the cops. Copper chopper. What was loud, Misfit Jenny? They were headed to Thousand Oaks? Okay, that kind of makes sense because of where they were at. Because I wondered where they were going. Oh my God, if that would have happened in Thousand Oaks, that would have been terrible. Oh, you mean the chopper that was outside? Yeah. They were flying pretty low. They were like either trying to film at LAX or they were above a criminal or something. So I just went out on my porch real quick to a basketball tournament, right? I know, Bridget. Kim, it was Kobe, his daughter, his daughter's teammate, and her dad, and the pilot. It was Kobe's helicopter, but I guess he had hired a pilot. So fucked up. So fucking sad, dude. So yes, Kim, 2 children. Gianna and her teammate. So two 13-year-old kids. Exactly, Bridget. And as humans, we we take time for granted. We really do. Because you never know. You never ever know. And last month they were talking about retiring Kobe's number. And I think they'll for sure do that now. Right, Bridget? Some sad fucking shit, dude. It's already 2 o'clock. Dang. How sad, man. I'm sorry, Bridget. It's 5 o'clock where you are. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, really, Mary? That's cool. Yeah, Bridget, he has a 3-year-old and a 7-month-old and a 17-year-old living. So, like, and the 3-year-old probably won't really remember her dad when she grows up either. And that baby's not going to know her daddy or her sister. It's incredibly sad. Oh, I know. They are gorgeous children. And I love their names, too. All right, well, it's um Exodite Exodiage I don't know how to say your name. Sadly, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go watch ESPN with my husband. He's bummed out. So, anyways, I love y'all. Wish this live stream was under better circumstances or over better circumstances. No problem, Kim. Don't do it. Seriously, huh, Bridget? I should probably just. My dishes are already done. I don't really have much to do around the house. What the fuck am I gonna do now? I don't know. I'll figure out something to do. Anyways, I love you guys. Have a good day. Rest in peace, Kobe and Gianna.